Today is just a quick guide for Endymion Spellbook version. It's an extended guide from the previous Endymion guide that I made a while ago. If you haven't checked it out, you can click the link on the top right corner there. Without further ado, let's dive into the guide. This version basically just a combo extender from the previous Endymion combo. It helps you to survive hand traps negate when you're going first, adding more spell counters. It helps you to draw more cards in a single turn as well. Before I dive into the combo, I'm gonna explain some of the cards that use in these variants. We have Spellbook Magician of Prophecy, or you can call it the Blue Boy. It's just a monster. Spellbook of Secrets, I add 2 of this, and Spellbook of Knowledge. They always comes in one package to do the combo. Plus 2 extra Link monster, Crowley the First Professor, and Artemis, and 1 other main deck monster, Magician Soul. I just want to remind you that you can actually add more of these cards, depends on your liking. If you actually need more consistency, then you can add more. Fun facts: the guy inside the chamber in this card arts is actually Alistair the Invoker. Wow, what a surprise! Alright, let's return to the guide. The Blue Boy purpose: when normal summon, it will let you to add a Spellbook spell card from your deck. Usually I add Spellbook of Secrets to the hand, and then after that you can use Spellbook of Secrets to add another Spellbook card, including monster card from your deck. In here I usually add in Spellbook of Nodes. Spellbook of Nodes on activation requires you to send any spellcaster monster from the field to the graveyard, or send any spellbook card from your hand or face up on the field to the graveyard to draw 2 cards. Remember, it must send to the graveyard in order to let you draw 2 cards. If the requirement doesn't match, or the sent card is getting banished or sent to the extra deck, if it's a bundle monster, you will not be able to draw 2 cards, so be careful. So basically this engine is actually just a pot of grid with extra steps, and actually requires you to normal summon. Just a note, the rotation can be changed, depends on the spellbook card that you got in your hand. If you have a Spellbook of Secrets in your first hand, then you must add in the Blue Boy first, and then summon him, and add Spellbook of Knowledge, and then you will be able to activate its effect to draw 2 cards. Then what about if instead of had Blue Boy or Secrets in your first hand, you only got Knowledge in your first hand? That's where Artemis comes in. Why? In Knowledge, it's stated that you can send 1 spellcaster monster you control, means it must be on the field, send to the graveyard, and if you do, draw 2 cards. It says if you do, means it must be sent to the graveyard and not other places. Oh, then it's easy. I can just summon Serpent or Magister to the field and activate Knowledge and send it to the graveyard. Nope, it's not going to be like that. If you remember my Pendulum guide before, if you haven't checked it, you can click on the top link corner there. Pendulum monster on the field, if it's meant to send to the graveyard, it's sent to extra deck instead. Therefore, your Knowledge will not let you draw 2 cards, so you need to link your level 4 or lower Pendulum monster to Artemis, and then activate Knowledge and send Artemis to the graveyard, and you now successfully draw 2 cards. What happens if I don't have any Blue Boy engine package in my first hand? That's why we have Crowley in extra deck. Crowley requires 2 spellcaster monster to be able to link summon, so you can just use Serpent Pendulum effect to summon both herself and other spellcaster from decks, and link them to Crowley. Crowley will activate this effect by revealing 3 different spellbook cards, must be different, from deck, and we're gonna reveal Blue Boy, Secrets, and Knowledge. and your opponent will pick one of it to be added to our hand, randomly. And yep, back to the basic spellbook engine. You have your spellbook cards in your hand, and just continue the combo. There are a lot of rotation chains for this Blue Boy engine, and I'm not gonna explain it all. Instead, I'm gonna make a formula for you in here. You can screenshot it if you want. Another extra deck monster that we also use is Cost Ship. It's actually cheap, it's a rare card. This one, I'll explain it in the combo section because it requires Monster Zone management. And if you notice, we have 2 Selene in the extra deck. Why? I'm gonna explain it as well in the combo section. And if you want to add more hand traps, you can add any hand traps that you want. You can add Maxi, S-Blossom, Nibiru, Draw, anything you want. But for this deck, I suggest you add Evac Failure, since it's a level 4 lower spellcaster monster. Why? I'm gonna explain it in the combo section as well. Alright, I'm gonna explain the combo section now. The combo is kind of different than the previous one, but you still can do the previous combo with this deck. This one is just a way to extend your combo. You basically get more monster, more negate, and way more consistent. So in here, I'm gonna show you the hardest combo that you can do with this deck. As you can see, with this hand, we don't have any spellbook engine. But we can manage to get from the deck by having 2 spellcaster monster on the field and link it to Crowley. How? The way to do it, we need to have Servant or Magician's Soul. We must make sure that we are not doing any normal summon because of the Blue Boy. Blue Boy requires you to normal summon. Then if you normal summon before we can get Blue Boy, then you won't be able to summon Blue Boy. So in here, I just need to special summon 2 spellcaster monster. Since I already have Jackal and Endymion in my hand, I'm gonna summon another Endymion. If Servant negated, you can still use Reflection and summon Pendulum spellcaster from hand. Here, we link them to Crowley. Activate Crowley effects and reveal 3 different spellbook cards from the deck. And yeah, in here we are so unlucky that we got knowledge instead of the other 2. Which means we need to sacrifice our Crowley, link to monster, with knowledge just to draw 2 cards. It's kind of a gamble. If we draw bad cards, then our combo ends there. Why I'm saying it's so unlucky, you're gonna see it later. And here, since we have Servant and Endymion in hands, I'm just gonna activate Reflection to summon other Pendulum monster. In this case, Mini Jackal. So I can activate Mini Jackal to summon another mythical beast from deck. And now we have 2 Pendulum monster on the field. We can continue to the basic Endymion combo from here using Electromite. If you don't know how to do the combo, you can check my previous guide on the top corner link there. and we are pretty much set up to do the big pendulum summon from next to deck. We set our astrograph here, and 2 Endymion on the left 2 zone, and Jackal in the mid-right zone below the right extra monster zone. Why am I explaining this? We're gonna see it later. Monster zone management is important for this combo, for this deck. And then, we exit summon Absolute Dragon, using Endymion in the most left zone and Astrograph in the mid zone. And I'm going to summon it on the most right zone to clear the monster zone on the left. And then, we can link Selene with Absolute Dragon to cross ship. Before that, in my situation, Selene still have 6 unused spell counters. It's really a waste if I link it now. So in here I'm gonna activate Endymion in Pendulum Zone and summon him to the most left zone. So from here, we link to cross ship, and you can actually use the left extra monster zone, but because the right zone is clear, I'm going to summon it on the right side. Before we continue this combo, I'm gonna explain cross ship effects first. If a monster special summon to a zone this card points to, you can apply the following effects based on the card types of the monster. Since Absolute Dragon when sent to the graveyard is going to summon Vortex, and Vortex is a fusion monster, we can special summon 1 level 4 or lower monster from graveyard. This is the reason why I choose a clear zone, because we need to summon Vortex, the fusion monster, to the zone that cross ship points to activate this effect. If you summon it on the different zone that cross ship doesn't point it, cross ship will not activate its effect. So monster zone management is important. Wait, why cross ship doesn't activate its effect? I summoned Vortex to the correct zone. It's because we don't have any level 4 or lower monster in the graveyard. That's why I said before, we are so unlucky, because cross ship requires you to summon a level 4 lower monster. If we get either Spellbook of Secrets or Blue Boy, we're going to send Blue Boy to the graveyard, and cross ship will resummon the Blue Boy back to the field. We actually need the Blue Boy to continue the combo. Or if we have Magician Souls in our graveyard, cross ship can also summon it, but sadly we don't have any right now. But don't worry, we can still continue the combo from here. So from here, I link summon our cross ship with other Endymion to our second Selene. If we have Blue Boy or Souls summoned by cross ship instead, we can use them to summon Selene without using other main monster on the field. And if you don't know, Selene is a soft once per turn. If you resummon it the second time, you can activate its effect again to special summon any spellcaster monster from graveyard. Since we got our Endymion in the graveyard because it was becoming an Absolute Dragon's material, we can summon Endymion back from the graveyard to the field. With this board, we have more than enough negates. We have 2 spell threat negate, 1 monster negate, 1 omni negate, And we have Celine to do another extra negate. If you want to know how, you can check my previous guide and check the timestamp and find it in tips and tricks there. And these are the other combo rotation that you can do. I'm just gonna show it in here. So that's all for the spellbook version guide of this deck. I have another variant which is a Sky Striker version, so stay tuned for it. Thanks for watching, leave a like and subscribe, and see you in the duel field.